Hello. So it's time. The new update news is here and we've got level 120 dragons, 12 enchantment stars, a new campaign map, merged enchantment and arena, and of course the new Ancient Earth event coming in-game. So we will be going through all of the notes that we have so far regarding this upcoming update, but the main thing is that the dragon level is being increased, which does mean that we're going to have to use our food on leveling up our dragons. And considering I just used my food, that's kind of annoying. But anyway, we've got this quick sort of summary image, but the full post relating to all of this is on the Discord server, and the reward dragon from the new section of the campaign at the moment is speculated to be this dragon here that we saw in the Dragon's Delight event. I don't know what the name of this dragon is yet, but considering the new campaign has a nightmare theme, this dragon kind of looks nightmarish. We'll see for sure when we get the actual update in game, but let's go through the update notes, because again there's quite a lot of text here. I will go through my thoughts of this as we go through, but I've given you the quick summary, and the Ancient event is starting on June 14th. So, a new update is here, a big one, wherein blah 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 blah. In this update, we're merging the Enchantment League and the Arena into one. We're increasing the level cap for your dragons, and of course we're bringing you an all-new Ancient event themed around the Earth element. Here's what will be changing. Origin of Earth, starting on June the 14th, our latest Ancient event will send Ned and Eliza back into the distant past. So, we've seen those new Ancients now. We don't really need to know much apart from their stats now. With this update, we'll be adding in all the new Earth Ancients and new events that will be required once the event begins. So, the all-new Enchantment Arena. In an attempt to streamline some of the core aspects of DML, we've targeted two of the most time-consuming features, the Enchantment League and the Arena. I don't think I've ever disagreed with a statement more in my life. Just the fact that we've targeted two of the most time-consuming features. That's the events and dungeon, not the Enchantment League and the Arena. But anyway, now the Enchantment Arena will be a single mode, allowing players to battle their way through increasingly difficult leagues while unlocking enchantment materials along the way. Now you'll collect trophies whenever you win arena battles, similar to how you would have previously in the Enchantment League. As you collect trophies, you will progress through the 13 leagues of the Enchantment Arena, each themed on one of the 13 elements in the game. Any dragon with the matching element of the league it is in will also receive a damage boost to all of its attacks during Enchantment League battles. So don't worry if you didn't yet collect all of the previous Arena reward dragons, these will still be available with the new Enchantment Arena, alongside all new dragons available to collect as part of the highest leagues. Additionally, as you collect trophies, you'll also unlock arena chests, which offer enchantment materials and rewards in later leagues. So, the weird part of all of this is that apparently dragons that have elements matching a particular league get damage boosts. So, you know, right now as we do the enchantment, you know, we just do battles. The dragons themselves, it's mainly just based on their attack and health stats. We don't even have sigils in the Enchantment League and Arena. You just use any dragon. Whereas now, in the new update, specific dragons, say you're in a plant league, plant dragons are going to get a boost. Say you're in a metal league, metal dragons are going to get a boost. I guess it's good for me because I've got every element in the game, but I can only imagine what that's going to mean for specific sort of teams to stomp certain leagues. We'll see how it works when it's actually released though. So, next part, increased dragon plus enchantment levels. For those players who found themselves regularly atop the Enchantment League or the Arena, it's high time you had an extra goal to aim for. With this update, we've increased the maximum level of your dragons to 120, meaning dragons can be fed to increase their levels and become stronger than ever before. The cost to feed a dragon will still remain capped at 2 million food per feeding, or 8 million per level. So on top of that, we've simultaneously increased the maximum enchantment level to enchantment level 12, adding a third tier of stars to add to your dragons by using enchantment materials, now with a snazzy new ruby colour. No new enchantment materials are being added, just additional levels for additional power. So Again, if we come back to our enchantment stuff, I've recently used some, and I've used quite a lot in upgrading my habitats. But now, instead of using all of these mats for habitats, I guess we'll have to use these to continue to upgrade our existing dragons. So I've got a lot of ancient mats, which is going to be great. I've got a few divine mats, and we'll see what the costs are going to be. I don't have many legendary, which is kind of scary, but all of the others I've got an okay amount. But mainly I've used them for habitat upgrades. Will I regret that? Maybe. But 12 enchantment stars, because obviously right now we've only got 8 stars, and I've got a few dragons that are max level, max enchantment. What is it? 7 that I've got at the moment. And I could have made 8, but I only used some of my food on upgrading Scully. But we'll see how that comes and how everything ends up working out at the end. Can you not open one sink? Anyway, coming back, finally, the Nightmare campaign. What would more powerful dragons be without new tougher opponents to face? If you've already completed the heroic mode, then this update will unlock the extra challenge of the Nightmare campaign with some grueling battles to face and tough bosses to defeat. The Nightmare campaign will be your greatest challenge yet. So, just like with the old map, it's going to just be like when we got a heroic mode added. You know, we've got normal mode, we've got heroic mode, and I guess we'll have a separate Nightmare mode. Will it cost 2 energy, 1 energy, 3 energy, 5 energy? We'll find out. But I assume that means higher level dragons. But the problem is, with sigils added onto our team, I don't see how this extra map section's actually going to be much of a challenge unless the enemies are legitimately 50 levels above. I guess we'll have to wait and see what it looks like in-game. Cake Craze Edition. We've now added the ability to spend gems to purchase any missing ingredients for a recipe while playing the Cake Craze event. Wow, I love having to spend more gems. Thank you for that. And I'm going to take a quick sip of tea after reading more gemming. Anyway, I'm back. Go Feed button. Added a new button to the new dragon collected screen that appears after placing a dragon into a habitat. This Go Feed button will take you directly to the newly hatched dragon without having to separately click on the dragon within the habitat. And new food. If you're a member of a clan, then you'll now have access to a few new options when it comes to planting food for your dragons. The Sour Cone, Blue Hazel, Starfruit, and Royal Fig now all have clan equivalents, which cost the same to plant, take the same time to become harvestable, and yet provide more food than their normal counterparts. This is a great bonus for anyone already part of a clan, and an added incentive for those who are yet to find their way into the Join Clan menu. So this could, in theory, act as a bonus to current food, but I'll be honest, considering that we've got our food, my food's nearly about to stop, or finish as we speak, but considering at the moment spring cherries and squarey berries are the best food to plant, and those aren't mentioned in those notes as having special upgraded equivalents, we'll have to be comparing the new clan upgraded versions to the current best options to see what's still the best option. If the clan options are the better option, we'll go with those. If not, it literally makes no difference to existing gameplay because I won't be using them. So, that was quite a lot of stuff to take in, but the main thing that a lot of people are going to be drawn to is of course going to be the new campaign and the fact that Enchantment and Arena is going to be merged together. And there's a few questions that people still have regarding things like trinkets and how exactly things are going to work. We'll see when the update actually comes out, but since the Ancient event is actually going to be starting in... I kind of want to look at one of my Ancients. Let's look at him while I talk. But since the new Ancient event is going to be starting on June 14th, that means that the update is going to have to come out before the 14th, so they can add in all of the assets. So it's going to be coming either just before that, but maybe they'll bring it out the week before. So it might be coming next week. We'll see, obviously, when it actually comes in game, but when it does, you know, lots of people are going to be wanting to jump in so that they can take part in that new campaign map, take on those new dragons. I just really worry about how long it will take for someone in my position, because sigils have completely broken the game in that aspect. But we'll see. I also don't want the Arena and the Enchantment League to become an absolutely necessary thing that we have to do. Because what I used to enjoy about the Arena and Enchantment League is that you could do them and get the extra resources, but you don't have to do them. Enchantment League's a little bit more important than Arena, but Enchantment League obviously gives you extra levels, so you'll want those. But Arena was more of an optional thing, just to use your teams. I will admit that both were incredibly boring, but they didn't take up a whole lot of time out of the day. Not compared to events, and definitely not compared to dungeon. So the fact that their reason for changing these is because these were some of the most time-consuming elements of the game, I don't really understand that reasoning. Now, that doesn't mean that the update can't be better than what we currently have, because the ruins, even though I don't like the concept of the ruins change when it came out, it does feel better now because you tend to get more gems more often, which is the only thing I really care about. So, if we have this changeover to the new system, and I mean we've got 12 enchantment stars now, so I would expect us to be able to generate more materials. I know it might not happen, but that would be my expectation, to make it not take 7,000 million years to get 12 stars on all of our dragons. But, I mean, just recently I went and leveled up Scully to start breeding Sandshade. Because it's been so long since we had a dragon level increase that I didn't even want to think about the fact that we'd be getting suddenly, you know, an extra 20 levels. But it might even be a good thing, now that I'm thinking about it, because what if the campaign can be finished in like one afternoon? If I don't have loads of level 100s or level 120s really soon, then at least that does give me something to do, right? Obviously, for lower level players that haven't even finished the base map, it's not going to be that exciting for you yet. But for players in my position, where legitimately outside of events all that we do is just Enchantment League, Arena, some map fights, and some dungeon. You know, I've wanted a new campaign for a while. I just don't know how they're going to balance it with sigils being a thing now. So we'll see. Maybe the enemies will have sigils, but that wouldn't really make sense. Maybe the enemies are just really, really over-leveled to make it near impossible, but even then, certain sigil combos are just going to win out again. So, we'll see. We'll see how the update plays out when we get there. We do also have 2 times the enchantment trinkets at the moment, which, of course, now that we've got the new stuff announced... Damn it! That's a level 90. I didn't mean to press that. I will be getting in here, grinding, getting the additional trinkets. I've got 154,000, but I did use a few of those upgrading legendary mats for Scully. So I do need to... I'd feel more comfortable with around about 300,000, maybe 500,000. But, you know, whatever this update brings when it actually gets here, maybe bugs, maybe not bugs, we'll see. It's just, I don't really agree with the reasoning for some of their recent changes, like Dragon's Delight. They said that they were going to change it because it was RNG, and then they just made it more RNG. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But, oh, and there's my level up. I didn't even realize. Cool, I'm level 160, got absolutely nothing as a reward. Can we get some actual level up rewards past level 160? I mean, that would be nice. We get, like, nothing at 160, but anyway. You know, in the food, again, it's mainly that spring cherries, the hour food, and the 6-hour food is the best option in terms of food generation. Assuming you can log in every 6 hours, or every hour that is, but... I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what the rates are. We'll work it out when the update comes out. And, you know, I guess it'd be a good thing for newer players, but unless they actually beat out the rates for spring cherries and squarey berries, it's genuinely not going to make any difference to a lot of players because they're just the best food to plant. But anyway, for now, I do appreciate you being here. Again, all of this is on the Discord server, and there is a little bit of information again on Facebook, but not any details. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen, and we do have the official date for the Ancient event now. So get everything prepped, get the Magician Dragon's bread. I've gotten mine bread, of course. He's just sitting in here, waiting to come out of the breeding den. And I've also got Apocalypse sitting in my hatchery, who I will not be hatching yet, but soon. But anyway, thank you for joining me here. Let me know what you think about these early event details. Well, event and update details. And look forward to a new section of the map.